Well, guys, it is finally time for me to start packing up from our Disney World trip. We're getting close enough. I don't think most people pack when they're 30 to 40 days out, but I consider that close enough. And the first thing I'm going to do is pack up our swim bag because this year's water park perk has me planning for that and making sure we have everything ready for that check in day.
Just a bit of texie dust.
So I got my notes. Let's talk about the value of the free water park perk that Disney is offering this year. We are spending just a touch over $2,000 for four people to stay 5 days at the resort and go to the resort theme parks twice. Now you might be like, why wouldn't you do all four theme parks? Number one is price. That's what Disney's been talking about when they're like, we can fit everyone's budget. Yeah, I can still take my $2,000 trip. Woo! And do half of what I used to. Woo! So for most people, I don't know that that's hitting the spot. You know what I mean? Like if you've never been to Disney, you want to go to all four parks. I've been plenty, approaching my 50th birthday. And I really physically can't do the parks like that anymore. So that's part of why we've planned it the way we have. Now, the free water park perk does add quite a bit of value to your package because for a 1 day ticket for an adult, which is anyone considered over 9 years old is an adult, and that is $74 for a day at the water park. $68 if you are 3 to 9 years old, and under the age of 3, it is free. So with taxes, that's a $315 value for a family of 4. So since I would never pay $350 to go to a water park, it's definitely a free bonus perk for us. My son's never been to the water parks. I have gone to an after event hour there before, and I used to pay for the sports water park perk upgrade to tickets because you'd get like twice the value for just a little bit more money. There's no real need to do that on this trip because we get the water park on our check-in day. So for us, it's definitely adding value. My son's never ever been to the water parks. He's not been on any of those trips with me. So it's exciting and it's definitely worth it. Also, when I was checking prices, I'll be honest, the same trip at the Drury Plaza, which is one of my favorite Good Neighbor hotels, was going to be about $1,000 more because right now Disney World is offering major discounts on rooms because of the Epic Universe opening. We're going in May, shortly before Epic Universe opens. They wanted those butts in the hotel rooms, so they're offering really good discounts this year. I believe in the summer there's even a meal plan that's available for free. I will say, do your math. Personally, we don't eat enough to make the meal plan worth it. And when it's free, you don't get any hotel room discounts. We're saving over $1,000 on our hotel room. It's worth it to us to save that instead of having the free meal program. We won't necessarily eat on property or in the Disney bubble when we're not in the parks those days. So I'm just saying, do your math. Figure out if this stuff is worth it for you. The water park perk is definitely worth it for us. Don't know if it's worth it for a couple in their 20s that don't necessarily like water. So do your math, do your math, do your math. Now, we are going to make the most out of our free arrival day by not making it our arrival day. We drive from the Gulf Coast of Texas all the way down to Central Florida. It takes us 17 hours. 15 and a half is the drive time. If I drive straight through, it's anywhere from 17 to, if I stop and take naps, 24 hours. So when we drive straight through like that, we're actually going to stay at the Rosen Inn when we arrive. We love the Lake Buena Vista Rosen Inn. The Rosen family have been hoteliers in Florida since before Disney World existed. They have some really nice, really affordable Good Neighbor hotels. They're still in the Good Neighbor program, so you know they're a good hotel there in Orlando. It only cost us, with taxes and everything, $74 for 4 people or 3 people to stay there the night before. My son is flying in the next day. So We're going to get there, check into the Rosen Hotel, and go to one of our favorite restaurants, Kitty O'Shea's. It's right there near the Rosen. And if you've never been to Kitty O'Shea's, you should Google it and add it to your next trip. Mwah, on the food. So that's what we're doing our first night when we get there. We're going to enjoy one of our favorite restaurants outside the Disney bubble. We're going to stay at a non-Disney resort. The next morning we get up. We get in our little lounge outfits ready to go to the water park. And we head to the airport and pick up my son. From there, we go straight to the water park, and we'll be there for park opening, and we can stay as much as we want. Because I will tell you, I have heard on the vloggy vlogs that the water park Perk has made the water park that is open extremely crowded. So, don't know why they don't open both water parks, but we'll see. But that is my point, is to make the most of it that you can. For us, it's worth the $74 investment to get to enjoy that next day at the water park. Like I said, my husband and son have never been there. So, neither has my mom, because I don't know that she'll go with the free ticket. She might sit in the car watching The Walking Dead. That's what she likes to do when she doesn't want to do what we're doing. And we always give her that choice because she's her own person. Alrighty, so yeah, definitely make sure it's worth it for you. Make sure you've arranged it and planned for it. Like I said, my son's coming from the airport. In his backpack, he's going to have his water shoes and his swimsuit and whatever little outfit he wants to wear afterwards. And I've made him aware of that. Fingers crossed he does it. He is a young single man on his own. So just make sure you're planning for it, like I said. Now, here's something you might not realize about the water parks, especially Typhoon Lagoon, which will be open when we're going. The food. The fish tacos at Typhoon Lagoon are worth going to Typhoon Lagoon for. I really like their tacos there at Typhoon Lagoon. That's all I'm going to say. That's what I'm having for lunch. Now, when I am planning out the water park, I decided to go ahead and just pack up all my swimsuits for the whole trip into one bag, one suitcase with our clothes that we're going to need for that first day. So that when we get to the Rosen Inn, all we got to do is take that suitcase in and we'll be ready for the next day. And then when we go to Disney World after the water parks, we'll have all our other stuff packed up separately to go in to the Disney resort. That's how I keep things nice for me. I have planned some cute little outfits for us. My husband gets the dark shorts and the Mickey Mouse towel. I have the Minnie Mouse towel with my little hat to cover my hair, my little swim cap up there. And I have a little swimsuit cover, a little red swimsuit, a bandana for the hair, a little skirt to go over the swimsuit. And it's all Mickey and Minnie. Yep, my poor husband puts up with a lot, but he will not wear matching shirts at home. Like, why would we coordinate at home? We live in, But when we're at Disney, he lets me pick out every outfit. And I love it. It's like dressing up a Ken doll. Now, for my son, I am taking a towel. For my mom, I have a complete cover-up. You can't kind of tell, but this is an entire shirt because she is allergic to the sunlight. The UV and sunlight, I'm not joking. She's allergic to it. Happens. I have a hooded shirt for her and a whole swimsuit underneath a whole shirt. So she'll be totally covered if she does decide to come in. She might want them really good fish tacos. And matching towel for her. So, I believe you can rent towels there. I take my own towel. I don't want to mess with it. They have really big, good lockers there. So I just take my stuff into my swim bag, put it in there. The other thing I would suggest, swim shoes. I have some really good Speedo ones because of my plantar fasciitis. I got to make sure I can walk around with support still, even in water shoes. Water shoes for my mama. Hair cap for my mama. And also, she's a diabetic with a sensor. So we make sure we take our little patch to cover the sensor and keep it waterproof. So that's my point is, you just need to make sure you're planning for it. You think, hey, it's a water park. I'll just throw a swimsuit in. Well, make sure you can get to your swimsuit on your arrival day. Make sure you have an outfit after you're done, because the bus ride back, you don't want to be wearing a cold, wet swimsuit. Which kind of brings us to the next point. If you've never been to Disney World before, do you understand how Disney transportation works? Do you know how to get to that water park real easy? For us, we're driving our own car. We're staying on resort. Parking is always free at the water parks. But we're driving our own car because we got to go pick up my son and then get to the water park. If you are staying at resort, you have flown in, you don't have your own transportation. To go to the water parks, you'll be catching a bus to go to Disney Springs first. From Disney Springs, you will transfer to the bus to go to the water park. So just be aware when you get there, your bus system may not be going directly to the water parks. I don't know. Might be something they have changed this year with the water park perk. You never know how Disney Transpo is going to work. If anything ever goes down like a Skyliner or a monorail, they pop up buses. Understand that. Buses go everywhere. Now, buses might not go everywhere directly. You might have to go to Disney Springs, and then from the Disney Springs bus loop, you would then go to wherever else you need to go. Typhoon Lagoon, a different resort. If you're going to the theme parks, not the water parks, the theme parks, there is a bus directly from your hotel to the theme parks, and they are regular. The bus transportation 15 years ago, not as reliable. Bus transportation today, it's there every 15 minutes. So you're going to get into the theme parks very, very easy with their transportation. Now, getting into the water park with the transportation, like I said, unless they make the buses start going directly there from resorts, which they've never done before, you're going to have to go to Disney Springs and then catch a bus over to Typhoon Lagoon. I keep saying Typhoon Lagoon because Blizzard Beach is going to be closed as of May 1st, probably until well into the fall, because they only run one water park at a time. Pre-you-know-what days, they used to have both water parks open year-round. They would close for refurbishment at different times, but that was in the winter, Now it is, oh no, water park. So hopefully this water park perk can maybe change that. Fingers crossed. It sure would be nice to go back to the good old days and have 2 water parks and make the whole water park perk worth the upgrade. Now, you've seen the swimsuits I have packed up for the water park, right? This is my outfit for when we are done. You want to make sure, like I said, you have a nice dry outfit. Especially if you're going to be on Disney transportation. Those buses can get cold. You might want to throw a hoodie or a Spirit jersey in your bag for your arms. I'm just saying, I always have to plan for how cold my mom gets on Disney transportation if we're using it. So if your kiddos are sensitive to the cold, be sure and throw a blanket in the stroller so you can just wrap them up every time you're on the bus. That's one of my big tips. And of course, got to have an outfit for Dad. Mama will have an outfit also, but I'm guessing she's not going into the water park. So, and the other little outfits down here, I plan for extra swimsuits when I'm at the resort, because the water park isn't the only fun water at Disney World. All the resorts have heated pools year-round. The pools are fun. Even at the Value Resort, the pools are fun. They're themed. And one of the cool things about Value Resorts is if you're staying at All Star Music, movies, or sports, you can use all 3 facilities. You want to go look and see if the other courtyard has different food? Walk on over to the other resort. You're welcome. Same thing with the pools. You can use any of the Value Resort pools, All-Star Value Resort pools, if you're staying at an All-Star. Now, Pop Century and Art of Animation are Value Resorts, but they are not part of the All-Star series. And they're not included in the pool hopping, just so you know. So I take extra swimsuits so that if we want to swim the very next day, we have a dry swimsuit. And I kind of go overboard. I take several little swimsuits and covers because I really, like I said, number 1, I'm a fish to water. I love going to the pool. And number 2, I want a dry swimsuit when I do. I try to get up in the mornings because I'm so excited when I'm at Disney World. I'm like, go, 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 go. And my poor family, especially my hubby and my son, they're on vacation from their jobs. They want to relax. So I do try to get up in the mornings, be quiet, put my swimsuit on, and get out to the pool so that everybody, especially on the non-theme park days, I'm talking about rest days here, everybody can rest. And then we'll get up and go do something fun, like a monorail bar crawl or renting a boat for Bay Lake, something like that. But it's laid back and fun. It's still Disney, not the theme parks, but way more relaxing. And that is one of my biggest tips, guys. If you're going on a vacation to Disney World, build in the relaxing, because when you're at the theme park, it's not a happening. So if you plan to go there, hit 4 theme parks in 4 days, and then come home like I did on my very first trip way back when, you can do it. You're young. You got kiddos. Go for it. Don't do it when you're older. When you're older, start planning some downtime outside of the theme parks. So this is my little swim bag that I'm going to take with me. I bet a bunch of you might have it because if you bought stuff at the Disney store in February, it was a little purchase with purchase. So I got my little bag. I'm going to pack everything up in it and we'll be ready for our free water park perk.
Hey! Come back, wherever you are!